prettiest Friday night. Prettiest Friday night. It's sort of quiet in my house. It's beautiful outside. Amos is having dinner. Honor, come in here. Come. Come on. Looking at this pretty sunset and the water and the algae. I have 4 children. I live in eastern North Carolina, pretty rural, small, Title I schools, and I have 4 children. One in college, 2 in high school, and then a little one. I've nary been speechless, but Amos, my 5th grader, thank you, is in a traditional 5th grade classroom. He has 3 teachers and has been really, inclusion is kind of what we've done as long as we can, other than during COVID, I think. And there's always this question of, how is he included? Can he do the work? I mean, you hear from children are in EC classrooms, maybe some children have to go to special schools. And where we live, there's only one choice, and the choice is our traditional public school. So we've never really had a plan B. And the beauty in not having a plan B, well, the bad thing about not having a plan B is if plan A doesn't go well, you are screwed, right? But to me, that wasn't an option. So if one isn't good, it has to be good. We have to fix it, you know? And so Amos has been Amos has been in a traditional 5th grade classroom, and the work is getting harder. And so for years, we've tried to do homework and haven't been able to. It's all he could do to get through the day. And so we just kind of basically give up. And this year, his teacher, I said the same thing. Will you send some work done for him to do? So his science, social studies, math, and English teacher all sent work home this week. And I was like, okay, we're going to be committed. We're going to get this work done. That might be my husband. And he's been sitting 3 nights this week. I shared one video of what homework looks like at our house. It's not exactly a normal situation. But last night he sat for about 40 minutes. And I sat some of the time, but I stood up and he, did some reading. We studied and we did an assessment on his name. You were supposed, not an assessment, but a project on his name, which they're doing a paper at school. And I said to his teachers, like, he did homework. I mean, this is kind of shopping. Like, I almost don't talk about things when they're going so well because it's such an unfamiliar feeling. And I know there are other people out there that feel like that. And I got this text this afternoon from his teacher, and I'm going to read it to you. What's that? We have basically a farmyard at our house. We have a lot of animals, 3 cats and a dog. Maybe that's not a lot to some people, but it's a lot to townies. Okay, I'm going to find the text. Okay, so I got this message today. Amos had an amazing day. Sat at his desk and did 3 pages of work in math at academic level. Now, last year, Amos did not pass his end-of-year math assessment, but this week with me, he's been doing his math. And I've been like, he can do this math. Like, he legitimately can do it. He can tell you which decimal, which one is bigger. I've been a little bit shocked. In my class, completed Spire pre-assessment and tested out of the program. So that program is for children that need significant intervention. So he completed it and tested out. That intervention is no longer appropriate for him. it feels like somebody saying to me, your child just took the SAT and they didn't miss one question. Isn't Now, why are the goons out on the YouTube? They just cannot help it. Okay. Somebody wants to find an attractive woman. Well, you're looking in the wrong place. Read 20 questions in science class to the whole class to help the entire class review. So he read the questions out loud. And then when he took his test, the teacher read the questions and he was answering the questions as she read them out loud. And she was shushing him because he's not very quiet when he answers. Completed one portion of M class for ELA, the reading portion without any reading errors. And then his teacher had him reading. I'm going to let you see it. Well, I got to figure out how to do the volume. Oh, shoot. Well, I can't do it. Hold on.
All right, number 5 is still in Article 1.
How do you get the volume?
In language,
Okay.
land, belief, and culture. Is that the definition for band, chiefdom, tribe, or clan?
A chiefdom is a group of people connected by a common language, land, belief, and culture. It is chiefdom. No. Chiefdom is a
It is chiefdom. So anyway, it just seemed really, I was just really excited to share that and to share it for all the parents who may or may not ever get there. I think nothing is more frustrating than people saying, you just don't know what might happen. It's like, well, I know that I'm about to stick my fingers and poke them into your eyeballs. Because there's nobody that wants their children to be successful more than a special needs parent. No one. And so we guard our heart a little bit, and we have to be realistic and positive at the same time. And it's important for us and for our ability to kind of survive. But it's just great. I'm just so proud. So proud. Oh, it's getting dark out here. Oh, that's better. And if you wonder, can my child be in a traditional classroom? What if they can't do the work? They can be in a traditional classroom. Legally, they have the ability to be in a classroom with their typically developing peers. The law is very clear in idea. It says, you have access to your peers with or without an aide. And so what that means is children, even though children, and Amos doesn't have an aide, but even a child that needs an aide can still be in their typical classroom. And I don't know what middle school is going to be like. It's always a lot. This has been the first year that we've had the best year thus far than we've had maybe ever. And just in terms of being happy to go to school, liking school. He really likes his teachers. I can't stress that enough. That is huge. Having a teacher like you just saw, Miss Banks, working him into the classroom in a way that works for him, and he spends a lot of time in the cozy corner and he listens and does work over there. But it's huge. It's huge. And letting schools help parents like ours be like my school. Keep working. He's been in school since his 3rd birthday. This is his 10th year in public school. Sometimes people are like, well, your child graduated from boarding school. You don't even, go to public school. I'm like, let me tell you what. We have over 30 years collectively in our family. actually, we had now at 40 years of public educating children. So I feel like I have probably way more input than people that had 2 children. So trust me, I'm there. I got it. Middle school has been surprisingly been great for our son. It's just such a darn relief. And if you are watching on Facebook and not on YouTube, please go over and follow me on YouTube, Tales of an Educated Debutante. I do daily videos over there, and really, I'm trying to get to 15,000 subscribers. It is free. I have 14,000. How many do I have? I think I have 14,902. But who's counting? And then I have paid coffee chats on Facebook and YouTube in the morning that are fun. And this weekend, there'll be a little travel series on my subscriber page. My mom and I are going to see my daughter who is away at school in the 10th grade. So we're going to see her. Amos is not going because she wants us to come to her game and go out to a nice dinner. And those are still things that Amos struggles with, going to games and going out to nice dinners. But he's coming along. And, 2 years ago, he wasn't able to go to my oldest son's graduation. And now I think, he's getting closer to being able to do that. And when we leave him or do things, I always say to people, like, nobody has a bunch of kids to leave one at home. Like, there's nothing we want more than to all be together, or to have success. And success might look a little bit different. It might happen differently, but it can happen. It can happen. So anyway, autism, anxiety, ADHD, 5th grade, inclusion, success in Eastern North Carolina. Reporting live. Thanks for being here.